today I'm going to review for you set number 70915, Two-Face Double Demolition. This was released at the beginning of this month, or I think the end of May, but I decided to do the review now because if you saw my haul video last week, I did review the other set, the Bane set last week, but I didn't get a chance to do this one. And I did build this after I built the Bane set because this one is just a lot more interesting and it just has a lot more details and it's just more fun to build than the other one. So let's get right to it. Well, we'll start with the minifigures, of course. So one of the reasons, well, this is actually just a small reason why I would get this set, but it was because of this figure. I mean, he's only exclusive to this set. He comes in his prison uniform in the Arkham Asylum set, but that was way too costly. And yes, he does come with a gun. You can store it in his ship itself, or not ship, but truck. And you can just put it over here. But I just really like the minifigure in general because usually the theme of Joker, well, Two-Face actually, is usually the black and white kind of suit, but this time they have made it like gray and pink, which is a very interesting kind of color scheme. I don't know what made them change their mind about the coloring and everything, but it's actually works really well. And the head or the hair piece always looks interesting when they make it dual molded like that, because half of it is the normal headpiece we've seen, and then the other half is purple. But as you see in the mold over here, it's more purple than it is black, so that's really cool. And then you can see half his face has been melted off. You can see a pink eye under there, and he does have another side to his face, it's double-sided. And on this side you can see he's more kind of like scared or nervous, and that's really cool. And also on the back you can see some printing to show that his whole suit has melted. If I can show you properly, yeah, so you can see him like really scared and everything. And it's just a nice expression overall. And yeah, the back, all the printing is just very perfectly done, and you can see just a little funny thing. You can see a little bit of his because his pant has melted off a little bit. You can see a little bit of his underwear, and that's really funny. But yeah, that's Two-Face, and that's a really nice minifigure overall. And then we're gonna go to the other police minifigures because those are actually very different. They always make the police minifigures in this line very unique. And it's a different skin tone this time, and that's really nice. It's always nice to get that. And you can see it's a kind of a bulletproof vest, I guess, and it says GCPD over there. There is a little bit of printing, but that's the generic printing we've always seen, so that's why it's really nice to always get a vest or something that covers it up. And then you can see a little bit of all the pockets and everything that they've printed or molded onto here, as well as a zipper and a belt, so that's really cool. Obviously there's no double-sided printing for both of these police minifigures. Actually, this one only has a cap, but the female GCPD police officer does have hair, so I'm pretty sure they have another face on it. Yeah, they do. It shows that she's kind of angry a little bit, and that's really nice. Don't know what that little mark in the middle of her eyes over there are. It kind of looks like it's part of her skin, like they just made it like that. I don't know if that's an error. I'm pretty sure that's on purpose. It doesn't look that good. If I can actually show you. Yeah, you can see in the middle of her eyes over there, there's just a little mark. I don't even know if that's part of her face or not. But I do like the mouth movement, and it shows it to the side. That's really unique. And that's really cool. The smile also is very nice. And then the gun is the space blaster put together with the binoculars. We've seen that like once or twice. Not sure if that's a good like type of gun idea because it's just very generic. And they always switch around their gun types. They usually have the space blasters, but sometimes they change it up. Like this one, he just has a pistol and a walkie-talkie over here, which I haven't really seen in a long time, so that's really interesting. And then there is some printing on the side over here with a badge and everything. And then the cap also is very nice. And I think she also has, yeah, the badge over here, so that's really nice. And then we get our Batman minifigure as usual. It's basically the same thing we've seen. There's no new facial expressions, as I know. I think a little bit is new, I guess. Actually, this side is very new. I haven't seen this one before. This one's like a serious kind of face. Yeah, this is very new, but I think this one we've seen at least a couple of times. And then there's the utility belt. That piece is always handy. Not really, I guess, but for other minifigures you can use. And then just the normal minifigure. And then you've got the soft fabric cape, and underneath is the same printing as we see in all the Batman minifigures. And now let's go to the set itself. To start off with the easy things, you just get these kind of blockade kind of thingies. You have these orange kind of eye pieces, like bionicle eye pieces. That's what I've seen it before. And then these disc pieces over here, and those are just a small little detail for the set. And the bike itself, I really do like it, and always the naming that they have for each vehicle is very unique. This one's called the Bat Hawk. And that's really cool. I don't think I saw this in the movie. I might have missed it, but thank God I put the stickers on this a little properly, because on the truck itself it is a bit of a mess, and it kind of makes me worried sometimes because it doesn't look that well. I think there's a little air bubble there, but I haven't seen this window piece in a long time either, and it's a translucent yellow also. That's very nice. This is also a sticker over here, a bat logo. And the design is like just really cool for a bike, because you do get a stud shooter, or two stud shooters on the side over here, and on the other side you actually do get a flick fire missile, which I haven't seen in a very long time. Just do that usually, but I've lost the hang of it because we don't really see it anymore because we've gotten used to this new type of shooting method. And you can move it up and down a little bit, so that's really nice. This one too, you can move it in any direction you want. It does feel like 1x4 tile should have gone over here to make it more complete, but that's just a small problem. The seating arrangement was also really cool. It would have been better if they did have the bricks exposed, or the studs exposed over there, for him to actually sit on it, because he's not really snug and fit in there, and he can fall off really easily. But then again, there's so much around him to like just block him from like coming out of the vehicle, that it's not even much of a problem. And you do get the joysticks, kind of. We haven't seen that in a long time either. So there's just a lot of old pieces that they've reused. And that's really nice to see. And then these wings are movable side by side a little bit, and then up and down a lot. And that's the vehicle overall is just really nice. I don't think you should expose the bottom because you can see the red and yellow kind of technique pieces. But yeah, that's a really cool vehicle. One of the more interesting ones, because in the Bane one, he just had a helicopter type thing, which I didn't really like. But now the vehicle itself, the reason why I probably got this set was mostly because, well, not mostly, this is mostly because of the vehicle itself, but also the minifigure. But yeah, the vehicle was very nicely done. It's definitely worth the price, because for the Bane one, it didn't feel like it was worth it for the price, but this one definitely was a very interesting build, and some parts I didn't even know how it was going to be possible and how it would look good, how it would turn out, but it actually turned out very well. And it's nice that they kept the original Two-Face color scheme, the white and black. You can see, like, I saw that throughout the build, and it was very interesting to see how they made it like that. And yeah, there are some pieces like improper like that, left like that on purpose, and it just shows the duality over here. And also without besides the black and the standard black and white kind of color that we're used to for Two-Face, you also see kind of a kind of tan, not a tan, a dark yellow, and yeah, just a dark yellow color and gray on the sides, which is very interesting. I don't know why they put that color in there, because if they wanted to stick with the black and white, that would have been nice, but I guess the yellow kind of makes it more colorful or bright. And the interesting thing is, we've never seen this before. I can't really take off this gun, but as you see over here, there's the kind of like window pane over here that's purple. It's not really like the clear one we've seen before, but like it's a purple, which is kind of interesting too. So they've got all kinds of colors in here, and that's really nice. You got the two purple tubes. I don't think I've seen those ever in this type of color. And there's just some small details over here with the kind of turbine over here also. And on this side, you see the spikes that they've put on this side of the wheels. On this side, it's just properly, well, no spikes at all. And the stickers, I somehow managed it on this vehicle, but on some of the places, I've actually messed up a little bit. If you can see, over here is perfect, and on the other side over here, I just really messed up, and like it didn't look really good at all. But I thought that would be the front of the vehicle, but thank God they covered it up with the this part of the vehicle. And for the to connect it, they've had a pin over here, but also to reinforce it, they've had the tube over here. So that's really interesting, and it just looks really cool. And how this works is that it just goes up and down, and you can see the function, how it works and everything. And then the way they did this for the kind of claw, or what is it? I don't know what they call it, but they've made it with the ball joints, which is really interesting, which I've never seen before. They usually just have a mechanism that makes it like all together move like that, but they did use ball joints this time around, and there are a lot of stickers over here too. I kind of messed up on this one, but it's not really noticeable because it looks good regardless. And just I think that without the stickers it would have looked a little bad, but yeah, again, the stickers I'm not really a fan of. Over here you see the sticker over here, Falcon's Legit Construction Co. And then there's like a bunch of stickers over here too. And then yeah, the cockpit can open over here, and you see the control panel also, so that's really cool. And then there's also the sticker over here on the top, black and white kind of to mix it up. And then I don't know what this kind of pipe thing is, but that's fine. I don't really think that's a big of a deal. And over here there's also a secret compartment over here. You open it up, and then you see the pistol that he has, and you can put it and you can arm him. And then you see the number 6642, and then there's just another sticker over here. And then there's also a 6 stud shooter also, and they give you obviously 6 extra bullets. And they do give extras for the bike and everything also, so that's really interesting. And another sticker for the dirt and all that, and that's really cool. But again, there's a lot of stickers on this, so if you really want this set, but then you're not really good with stickers, you could get it, but I don't think you should apply some of them. Because these ones you don't really need, I guess, but it looks better with stickers, so you know, it's kind of a tricky situation. But like, I do like this set a lot, and this is one of my favorite ones from the Lego Batman movie line. And it's just really interesting, unique minifigures in this great vehicle. It's just $60. It's completely worth it, in contrast from the Bane set, which it was $50 and wasn't really that worth it, except for the big fig. But yeah, this set, if you really want to get it, you definitely you should. And other than that, thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.